Hello? Who's there?
It's your mother, sweetie.
What are you doing here?
I just came to check on my little girl.
Mother, I'm going out in the town with my friend Marie here.
Oh, I was just coming to see if you might want to go to Bible study with me. I was just going there.
I'm going out in the town, Mother. I gotta see man about a dog.
Sweetie, I'm beginning to become afraid that you might be a bit godless.
Mother, I don't need you to worry about me. It's not the 1890s anymore. I'm my own woman now. I can vote. I have a fulfilling job and I have my own apartment.
But how can you feel fulfilled without following the word of the Lord to the last letter? It's your salvation.
Mother, scat, get out of here. Mother,
God save your soul.
The 1920s were characterized by a great generational conflict. There was a clash between old-fashioned fundamentalist views and the new liberation and acceptable breaking of both written and unwritten laws. This conflict manifested itself in many ways. One was the new lifestyle young, mostly urban women adopted, of flapperhood. Another was in the contrast between rural religious fundamentalism and the more urban secularism. Many people of the 1920s began to admit that religion took a more secondary place in their lives. The pinnacle example of this was the Scopes trial, in which John Scopes was jailed for teaching evolution to his classes in Tennessee. He was defended by Clarence Darrow. Darrow had actually enlisted Scopes and fabricated the situation in order to bring attention to the issue of science versus fundamentalism. The result was upsetting to fundamentalists, as Darrow's intense questioning of William Jennings Bryan, the prosecutor, revealed that Bryan did not believe in all the Bible said, literally. There were many other ways that fundamentalism expressed itself within the 1920s society, such as the rise of nativism and the resurgence of the Ku Klux Klan, and the first Red Scare, which led to the Sacco and Vanzetti trial.
Hey, what's eating you?
My mother.
Come on, let's grab. Hey, girls, long time no see. How are you, ladies?
A little under the weather, but nothing some juice can't fix.
Hey, did you hear about old Frank's joint, the coffin shop?
Yeah, I heard it got raided. Sure thing it did. My old friend Herbert got pinched.
Gee whiz, I'd sure hate to be taken downtown. Oh, have you been to the motion pictures lately? That real Valentine is the bee's knees.
I'm sure keen on him. Ladies, aren't there a little bit more important things to be talking about?
Like what?
Like, for example, this is the first election we'll be participating in. Who are you girls going to vote for?
Oh, I'm just gonna vote for whoever Huey votes for. Hey, we're here!
Women in the 1920s had a dramatically different lifestyle from the pre-World War I generation. During this time, women wore more revealing and glamorous clothing. The doors to social drinking and smoking were open to women. As previous to Prohibition, many women were closet alcoholics or drug addicts. However, women were less liberated during the 20s than they thought. There were sexual lines that flappers knew not to cross, and if they did, they were a vamp. The jobs that the women of the 20s got were labeled pink-collar jobs. These jobs as secretaries, store clerks, and typists didn't allow for growth. Women who went to college were usually looking for a husband there. As well, the women's victory of suffrage proved less of an accomplishment, as most women's votes were in line with what their husbands, fathers, or others told them to do.
I hate how dark it is in these places. It makes my head hurt.
Well, we are in a cellar.
Why do you always have beef with me?
I don't have beef with you.
I think you're lying.
Okay, fine. If you want to know, I don't understand you. All you want to be is some sort of companion to your sugar daddy. You're actually just keeping us oppressed and in these same roles.
well, I don't think there's very much oppressing us anymore.
That's the problem. The right to vote isn't enough.
Says you.
Well, I don't know about you, but I didn't go to Smith just to be a secretary.
Girls, come on. Let's stop fighting. Marie, don't be a flat tire. I think we could all use a lot more giggle water.
And how?
Hey, do you like this dress?
Yeah, it's swell. I got it cut it last week. I got a dress from Saks the other day. It was funny Huey gave me.
Well, come on, ladies, let's dance.
The 18th Amendment, which passed Prohibition, was ratified in 1920. The effects of Prohibition were astonishing. People frequently broke the laws, while the amendment was meant to increase and govern morality. Rather, organized crime rose, with gangsters like Al Capone ruling the streets. Gangs were dangerous and often had violent public fights that left the cities very bloody. Capone himself was seen as a sort of celebrity because Prohibition was so disliked. This sympathy ended after the horrible Valentine's Day of 1929, in which countless people were massacred. Still, people ran to speakeasies in order to get their alcohol, at risk of being in a joint that was raided. The speakeasies were crowded and often rather disgusting. Speakeasies could be in the basements of any random stores. The people of the 1920s were obsessed with fun and diversion, so speakeasies were a pivotal component of their lives.
Maybe we should just go home for crying out loud. I mean, we almost got pinched.
Go home, it's so early and I still want to go dancing.
There's a speakeasy right down the street in the flower shop. Why don't we just go there?
But there's so many things to be scared of. I mean, what if we get run into gangsters and we get killed? Or what if Prohibition never ends? Or what if the stock market crashes and everything changes forever?
You're kidding. That can never happen.
Not some juice can.
Hey, did you hear about old Frank's coffin shop?
Yeah, I heard it's under the ground.
It's a coffin. Hey, did you hear about the... Sorry, I forgot my line.
Hi, Lucy. How are you, ladies? We're under the weather, but nothing some juice can't fix. Let's go. Hey, did you hear about old Frank's film? Yeah.
But I drank both of my shots.
You don't mind, I didn't watch it yet.